Bonjour et bienvenue à Alan Wake. On se retrouve ici, on s'en va trouver Rose qui est clairement, c'est clairement un trap. Dans l'histoire que j'assume. Shut up. Puis non, c'est ça. Puis là, on a eu la confirmation que shit happens here. On a un Thomas Zane qui est un écrivain avant nous autres, qui était sur l'île, qui n'existe plus maintenant, mais que nous autres on est allés. Donc là, tu as Thomas Zane. Moi, je continue à penser que Wake a écrit l'histoire qu'on est en train de vivre pendant la semaine qu'il a perdue. Parce que c'était le seul moyen de retrouver sa femme, c'est d'écrire l'histoire sur le Darkness. Le Darkness, lui, il veut se manifester dans notre monde, puis genre détruire le monde, ou whatever, là. Puis, what the hell? Puis après ça, j'ai l'impression que Alan...
It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers. Oh, give me a break, mister. Can we just get a move on?
Man, t'es vraiment comme chiant, toi, là. Ouais, c'est ça. Puis j'ai l'impression qu'Alan, il a écrit l'histoire, puis il a comme... Il s'est fait un escape... Oh. Il s'est comme fait un escape... Il s'est fait un contingency plan, on devrait dire. Puis là, genre, quand ça a trigger, ben comme... Il a perdu la mémoire, il a perdu la semaine, essentiellement.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratchin' Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Yep. Le Darkness. On n'est pas les premiers à subir le Darkness. Ou peut-être que c'est Zane, parce que là, on a vu un diver au début, on a vu une image d'un diver.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Non. Une plante morte. Knock on the door.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Creepy
Hey,
AF.
this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
Oh,
I
Barbara.
promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on.
Ça, c'est un diver, on l'entend dans le casque. J'ai que la face en arrière.
Back to work, boy.
On est de retour la nuit. There's nothing in
I
this
felt
game.
nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore. but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Ouais, c'est ça. Fait qu'Alan est en train d'écrire tout ça, puis le shadow l'influence.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me, and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. Have a nice day. Come back soon.
Jeez.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. Deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Randolph calls the
Mr.
police.
Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Ah, fair enough. Get to the car. Ok, ben là, on va refaire le chemin inverse. Là, j'ai pas de gun, j'ai pas rien. Oh.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I ain't the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know, I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had argument with Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting, man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
Ah, c'est la musique après. Oh, café. Je le vois de là-bas. All the way back. Coffee, 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 coffee. Ouais, c'est pas trop dense comme jeu. Fait que tu sais, j'ai pas besoin d'aller dans tous les petits raccoins. À date. Ah, il y a un enfant qui pleure. Il y a un old car. Là, tu sais pas qu'il y a rien ici, là.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl. This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest. You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slade!
C'était ça le... Straight into the shadow.
I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
J'aime ça que le gars il a pas flinch.
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Take it easy. Get after him. Don't let him get away. Move it, move it, move it. I'll hold your shot if you let him get away.
Je sais pas s'ils peuvent vraiment me pogner. Ah oui, ils s'en viennent. Je sais pas qu'est-ce qui arrive s'ils me pognent. Ok, ils font juste me kill là. That's not freaking under arrest, that's just shoot on sight. Donc là, je vais assumer qu'il n'y a pas grand chose dans les bois ici. C'est probablement une mauvaise assumption, mais... Je vois pas rien qui shine à part les polices, là. Nope.
Okay, men. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Whoa! There he goes! Stop! I'm on the way. Keep an eye out. God damn it! Where did he go?
C'est comme tendu, mais pas tendu, parce que je sais qu'il n'y a pas de temps. Ils vont venir après moi, mais ça va être long, là, comme on les voyait tout à l'heure, ils avançaient doucement. Tu vois qu'ils vont s'en venir tranquillement, mais j'aurai le temps de... J'en venir par ici, admettons, là. C'est par ici qu'il faut que j'aille? Ah, je pense que c'est par ici qu'il faut que j'aille, anyway. Ah, ok. Fine, fine, on va y aller. Oh, une page.
He's gone. Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
Checkpoint reached. The dark presence
For
sleeps.
decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the rider on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Ouais, c'est ça. Il a utilisé Alan pour Coldred Lakes comme un place of power, puis... Ah, mais là, j'ai zéro défense, là. Quelque chose là-bas. Là, c'est là que le darkness m'aide. Rose visited by the dark
Rose didn't
presence.
know how the strange old lady got in her trailer, and she looked wrong somehow. The woman showed her teeth in an approximation of a smile and traced a finger down Rose's cheek. Pretty girl, she said. Rose felt as if she was falling asleep, but her knees didn't buckle. The crone spoke in a whisper, her words ice cold and dark in Rose's ear.
Ah, c'est comme ça qu'elle s'est faite. C'est comme ça que tu te fais posséder. C'est ça, là, à ce point-là, le Darkness va vouloir m'aider. Parce qu'il veut pas que je me fasse tuer, parce que j'ai pas encore fini, on dirait. Le Nightingale, il est juste comme furieux, il est juste que c'est un fou furieux, puis j'ai l'impression que c'est un autre comme des personnages qui a été modifiés dans l'histoire, là. Checkpoint reached. Oh.
This way! Over here!
Ils n'ont pas compris que c'est la lumière qui les sauve. Oh shit.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Exactement.
I've lost contact with person menu assigned to me. It's Wake's doing. Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over. He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over. I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Right, okay. Donc là, le Shadow les a juste enveloppés. Checkpoint reached.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
C'est ça, le Darkness, il m'aide, là. Parce qu'il veut pas que... Il veut pas que je meure. Ben, quoi que... Il voulait très beaucoup me tuer avant, là, mais comme... À ce moment-là, il y a eu plus la police que moi, I guess. Et on va le diner de la dernière fois. Là, où est-ce qu'on est? C'est quoi en haut? J'ai pas de flashlight, j'ai pas de gun, j'ai pas rien. Fait qu'au moins, je sais que je sais pas à me battre, là. Bon, ça, c'est le gas station. J'ai-tu de quoi d'autre à regarder que ça? Non. Oh.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. Jake, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what you... Come on!
Sit down and give me that.
James, Mulligan here. Over.
Go ahead, Mulligan. Over.
We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something.
speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Oda Scotch about her, you know what I mean? Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Ça, c'est comme les trois stooges de la police. Ça, c'est Lover's Peak.
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Oh, c'est le radio station. Alright, looks like this is where we're going. Ouais, c'est ça. Fait que c'est Mulligan, Thornton puis James, j'imagine, c'est comme les trois stooges de la police, là. C'est ceux qui vont jamais mourir parce qu'ils sont trop calmes, fait qu'ils sont jamais dans l'action.
The broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Yeah, perhaps.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
So, faut qu'on se trouve une autre flashlight. Ah ben non.
There was no power to the searchlight.
Café. 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 J'ai dit quelque chose en arrière ici. Hein? Non, j'ai pas de page ou rien. C'est ça, j'ai toujours pas de...
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Ok, fait qu'il faut que je me grouille. Il faut que je me grouille à aller comme ça. Alright, that's it. Oh, j'ai quelque chose ici. Ah non, c'est pas rien. C'est rien, ok. J'aime toute la métaphore de l'histoire qui est... J'aime la métaphore de l'histoire qui a besoin de faire du sens. L'histoire a besoin de faire du sens, c'est comme éternellement, genre à l'intérieur d'elle-même. L'histoire a besoin de faire du sens, sinon the magic is gone, tu sais. Fait qu'il peut pas juste écrire And the monsters went back to sleep forever.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over.
RB to throw a flashbang.
This is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
Là, c'est ça, j'ai pas de... Mais j'ai 6 flashbangs. Oh. Boum! Ah, fait que là, les... Ok, ça fait assez power, là. Ça fait assez... Là, tu vois, j'ai le petit point lumineux pour me guider. Mes instincts me disent non, on va pas vers la lumière, mais comme, on va vers l'autre place.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10-15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
Well, I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
C'est cool quand même parce que tu l'entends. Ok, donc là, il faut juste que je les amène toutes à la même place. Si tu les amènes toutes à la même place, ben là, ils vont comme juste exploser. Mais là, j'ai pas de gun, j'ai pas rien, fait que j'ai pas d'autre choix, là. Flashbang, par exemple, ça me ferait genre... Oh, il y a de la popo par là-bas. Je vais-tu vraiment aller par là? Ah oui, c'est de la lumière. C'est ça que je parlais du design du jeu, tu sais. C'est ça que je parlais du design du jeu, tu sais tout le temps où aller. Comme là, tu vois, j'ai de la lumière dans le fond là-bas. On arrive au radio station là. Ah, voilà, things are cooling off. Ah oh, non, j'ai dû... J'ai-tu juste lui? Ok. Il était pas mort instantanément comme les autres. Il y avait plus de shadow.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Oh, why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
Helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well...
They'll have to try to sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
Excusez-moi. Ah, j'ai pas atteint mon piton à temps. Excusez-moi 2 secondes. Ah, j'ai eu comme juste un pic dans le fond de la gorge. L'espèce de... c'était pas moi qui allais vomir, c'était moi qui essayait de pas m'étouffer.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm gonna see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt her.
Whoa, everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him. What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
There we go again. J'ai-tu encore mes flashbangs au moins?
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
I'm thinking that way. Parce que, tu sais, clairement, genre, j'ai de la lumière jusque là-bas. Fait que, manuscript, Nightingale in the radio
Nightingale
station.
stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you? Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
Ben, t'es juste comme enragé de la vie, là. Je veux dire, c'est pas mon problème, là. Mais clairement, c'est le power de l'histoire, là. Oh. Hop, je peux avoir les flares ou les flashbangs. On va garder les flashbangs pour tout de suite. J'ai-tu un gun? Non, c'est ça, j'ai pas de gun. Comment? Picked up a flare. Nope. No, you don't. You don't exist anymore, bitch. Et là, c'est ça, là, j'ai retrouvé mon gun. Alright, let's keep going. Pas besoin de me grouiller, là. Il est tout seul dans le fond là-bas. Je peux prendre mon temps puis viser comme il faut.
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Quelque chose au loin, non? Il n'y a pas de... Darkness controls the take-in, ouais, ça on le sait. Shotgun! Ah, c'est ça, il y en a beaucoup. Que je fasse... Yoink! que les autres sont drôles. Yo! Ah, je suis mort! Parce qu'ils m'ont juste comme blanc, 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 tu sais. Faut pas que j'oublie que j'ai des flashbangs. Ok, là je vais faire la même chose, ça marchait bien, là, jusqu'à temps que la... Ow! Ouf! Alright, ça c'était quand même pas trop. J'ai failli mourir là, mais c'était quand même pas trop. Je suis pas mort. J'ai un break dans le fence ici pour absolument rien. C'est ça que je dis, c'est comme ça, c'était là. Comme il y a un contingency qui a été. Quand même, t'es capable. Yeah, une autre pyramide de défaite. Il y a comme un contingency. Là, j'aimerais juste une balle, fait que je vais garder mon... Il y a un contingency qui a été écrit dans l'histoire. J'ai de quoi là-bas, là? C'est quoi ça? C'est une page de manuscrit. Ah non, ok, je vais aller voir par là-bas. Une petite cabane ici, il y a toujours du stock. Hey, café! Et là, par où que je m'en vais? Ah, il y a une autre page de manuscrit là. Ok, on va aller de l'autre bord. Ça, le problème, c'est que des fois, tu sais pas quel bord qui est le bon. Page de manuscrit là, mais d'après moi, je peux pas passer. C'est ça ici. Wake attack by bulldozer.
The engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came.
Great. Fait en premier... Ça, je peux pas passer, j'imagine, non? En premier, on avait le chainsaw, puis là, on a le freaking bulldozer. Le bulldozer. Comment tu fais pour te battre contre un bulldozer? Ah, je ne sais pas. Une autre page ici. Sarah distrusts Nightingale.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Alors Sarah, c'est la détective. Ah, on arrive au train. Ouais, fait comme Nightingale, il a été comme écrit. Il a été comme écrit comme pour être un asshole, mais dans le fond, c'est comme son personnage qui résiste à ça, j'imagine.
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. Keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
Ooh.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Ouais, she sounded wrong, c'est ça. Wake attacked by a possessed
The light
object.
wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Bon. Et puis là, il est capable, le Darkness devient assez fort pour juste prendre des objets. On va pas aller vers le pont tout de suite. Parce que... Yeah, exactement. That smells like bonus. Ouais, fait que tu sais, Alice, elle s'est fait prendre. Fait que ça, c'était comme la voix simulée d'Alice, on dirait. Par le Darkness. Puis là, il s'est dit qu'elle parle d'un autre Wake. Hey, là, on fait le plein. Item limit reached. C'est moi le revolver, il est plus fort qu'il était. Il me semble qu'avant, on avait j'ai battu en 2 coups là. Et avant, ça en prenait 3. Mais bon, whatever. Fait que là, le Darkness il est rendu fort parce qu'il est capable de simuler Alice. Il est capable de ce que je comprends, de comme créer un deuxième Alan. Un Dark Alan.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Follow. Fait que c'est ça, tu vois les flèches puis tout ça, c'est clairement, il y a quelqu'un qui a écrit ça dans l'histoire pour m'aider. Mais c'est pas le Darkness, là, ça doit être Alan, ou peut-être Zane, parce que Zane était là avant. Zane aurait-tu vu tout ça, puis c'est lui qui a fait... Ok, je vais passer.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Ouais, c'est ça. Ow. Ow. Ok, là, mangez toute la merde, là.
On the opposite shore.
Bon.
I hoped I could find a car
On
from
va essayer de faire ça un petit peu plus... I guess qu'il faut que je recule. Ah, c'est ça, je me demande encore c'est quoi le Thomas Zane, c'est quoi qu'il fait. Tu sais, c'est-tu lui qui a... Enfin, c'est le 45 minutes. C'est-tu lui qui a comme écrit l'histoire, puis que le fait que Alan se retrouve là, puis qu'il écrive la reste de l'histoire...
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing.
C'est quelque chose d'aussi deep que ça,
and it was
genre?
taking over everything in its path.
Ah shit, je peux pas bouger. Ouais, il va continuer à m'envoyer des affaires random, mais là je devrais être safe. Bon, l'autre il a l'air d'être mort déjà. Right, ok. Fait que lui il peut m'envoyer littéralement n'importe quoi dans la face. Ça c'est pas cool. That is not cool. Not cool game. Not cool. Wake in the dark presence
I
in the
slammed the door
lunch.
shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
Ah. Fait que Nightingale va se faire tuer. Good.
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Heavy duty battery. Heavy duty flashlight. J'ai mon café là-bas que je vais aller voir. Prochain checkpoint, on va probablement arrêter. J'ai l'impression que j'ai un bulldozer qui s'en vient, par exemple, là. Shotgun ammo. Ouh!
Did you call 911?
Ah, yeah, je l'ai même pas vu. Ah, pff. Je faisais pas attention là.
Come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Right. Donc là, faut qu'on fasse attention. Là, j'ai un gros puis deux petits qui vont s'en venir. Je vais faire clic. Say, good use of a flashbang. C'est un good use of a flashbang, ça là. Ça a juste tué les 4 gars. Checkpoint reach. Ah ben là, on va faire un petit peu plus là. Ça marche bien. On n'a pas de shiny ici. In light, you can hurt them. Ouais, on le sait ça. Checkpoint reached. Je suis déjà plein pas mal tout, ça c'est pas pire. C'est quoi? On va le faire la prochaine fois. Ah, quoi que non.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs.
Ça, je vais vous clarifier c'est rien.
Episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Durlith's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Durlith, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition. But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Durlith.
Well, I guess that's the least I... What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
Human sacrifice.
What did you...
Oh, Mr. Durlith, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory. Shh, darling, be calm. Shh.
Alvin Durlith learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
Night Springs. C'est vraiment comme les old school Twilight Zone. Yeah, donc sur ce, on va se revoir la prochaine fois pour un autre épisode de Alan Wake. Au revoir.